Okay, okay, okay. You should be able to hear me. Wait, am I able to hear me? Hello, hello, mic check. Mic check. Yep. Yeah, so there we go. First, I'm gonna try and see what are the things that I'll need to implement. By the way, this is not the main product that we're working on as a company right now. This is just a product that I'm working for another startup. So, at the moment, what's happening is we're trying to help them make an entire warehouse. Uh, but the focus being a warehouse automation robot that they're using. What you're seeing here is a rack that is a part of that. And so, as part of it, at this point in the in the development pipeline, I've got a few feedback points saying change this and change that. So we're gonna try and list what they are from the meeting, everything that I remember, everything that I wanted to do, and then get working. And that's the idea. Work seemed to be going slow for the past 1.5 weeks owing to personal reasons, but not anymore. So one of the reasons I started the stream and why this video exists even now on the internet is because a few reasons. So first off, I've always wanted to do content, create content, just build distribution some or the other way since 2020. So it's almost 2 years since then. Uh, but also, but also as a part of that, uh, I've been always wanting to. I mean, I forgot, man. I lost my train of thoughts. Hold on a second. I saw the mistake and my mind went into that. Just a second. Hey, hold on a second, man. They're not supposed to be like this. Oh, oh, oh. ఇది కదనా see, you being there or not there doesn't make a difference. But what about this bugger? What about cube? Why is cube weird here? Did I change its size by any chance? 111.26, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, why is this coming out? Nah, nah. The alignment's alright. So what's the problem? Oh, they've been moved upwards. Ah, fuck. That is why? Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. That is why. So the positioning should have been 0.31 something. 0.31 something. Yeah. Let's try this number here. Yeah, look at that bad boy. Oh, never mind. Let's try and revert this. There we go. ಇದೊಂದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಲ್ಲ. How about these things? Okay. All of this is fine. So anyways, what was I saying? Uh, I forgot what I was saying. This is what tends to happen to me. So if you think about it, with the point of building distribution, a main idea is to always have a list of things that you want to create, uh, things that pop up in your mind, things that you want to do. Because I have the brain that I have, and because I've been changing positively and negatively in these few months, but mostly in this context negatively, I can't seem to remember a lot of things that I think, because I think so many different things. They say an average human has about 70,000 thoughts. I'm guessing I'm having to have a little bit above that, not just due to the short attention span, which I've been actively trying to combat, but rather mostly because there's just so many things thrown at my face that I'm not choosing to actively go and look at, apart from content. just things that I need to worry about, or maybe all these 70,000 thoughts, many of them as possible, I think, are new things. They say 70% of that or so are just repetitive thoughts every day. So mine, I guess, is probably 40-50%. Yeah, I guess so. So I've been, yeah. So this is one of the ways in which I am combating that. So I have a tasks notebook in which I write most of my tasks, all my tasks, or I write it on my handy dandy board that's ironically stuck to a place. Uh, so yes, looking at a few things that I need to do overall as well as now. So I'll just focus on the things that I need to get now done now. Yeah, that's the major thing, right? See, forget the thoughts that I think, or the mind that I have, or whatever the fuck that was. The problem is there are so many different things that I only need to do that I just do not do. That I need to do. That I need to get done by so and so time. So mostly it is firefighting. So there's this one Brooklyn Nine-Nine episode where I think Jake or Terry becomes uh, chief of police for a day. I mean, sorry, sergeant? No, 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 no. That guy, the detective. Nah, Holt. What's Holt? Commander, chief, sergeant, general, whatever. So he becomes the head officer of the day, and he wants to do so many things. He wants to implement so many changes, but all his day unbelievably just keeps going in firefighting. Right? That's just how my day goes, unfortunately. Uh, doing this thing, doing that thing, getting this thing done, getting that thing done. It's just exhausting. So, see, now as I am saying, I remember that I had to uh, get back to these guys, check in with them. Excuse-moi. I'm also trying to adopt more of a professional tone with everybody, because otherwise, unfortunately, I hate it that it's this way. But but there is some sort of I'll do it. Taking you for granted thing going on. See, I would saw. I mean, I'm talking as if I'm a big deal, but I sort of used to do that with the startup that I was interning at. But I would always meet them at work. I would get things done and whatnot. Right? I tried my best to make sure that communication was on point. I'm not able to expect the same thing from my team. Partly my fault, obviously. Um, but yeah. Also, another thing why I'm recording videos that I talk a lot. I have so many things. I'm just getting it out. Word vomit. बाहर आना चाहिए ना ऐसा आ रहा है. Okay, where was I? Okay, forget everything else. What do I need to do? Tomorrow I have a call with the team, so need to make a small tiny proto. Okay, you know what? Let me also do an extra work, but after this. Um, yeah, only 3 things for tomorrow. So first off, obviously make Accio project. Second, tomorrow I'm actually meeting with uh, people of a college to help and get volunteers recruited for the study that we're doing. So that's a crazy cool thing that's gonna happen tomorrow that I wouldn't have expected to happen even a year ago. So I need to prepare for that. I'm thinking of doing a small event. So prep for Stella Maris SM event. There we go. And the third thing, I forgot honestly, but I'll list all these minor things actually. So these are the 2 top things. No matter what, need to get these done. Just minute, tiny, small things. Check in with product. back to you. So far this is all we've got. Um, Next up, let's do make movement prototype for what are they called, Atomex. So that's a company that we're also doing a project for, that we might do a project for. So to just sprinkle in sugar at the top to make sure that we do work with them. I'm trying to make a proto to show them, hey, we are capable and it's possible for us to do this. So that's them. Yeah, that's my water reminder, by the way. எதுக்கெல்லாம் we're gonna have to be remindedங்கிறது பாருங்களேன். It's unfortunate. I am speaking monotonously though, right? Trying to my mind's here, work's happening here, so mind's not going on making speeches. I don't know if there is a better way for me to do the system, because whenever I write it on a board or a sticky notes on the PC, I mean inside the PC, the sticky notes app, or anywhere else, it doesn't just work for me. I need to have a singular source in front of me no matter what. Board doesn't work. There's some sort of friction. So I write the bigger, longer term things there, and if I don't finish them, and I mostly it takes time. I tend to feel guilty and not rub them also and not do them also. So I just want to do actionable things here so that I can just strike them off. There was a time when it got dangerously close to happening here as well, where there was a bunch of pages of tasks that I just couldn't get done. I don't know. It's mostly the reason that I'm doing this, recording this, is because I really believe if you really want to do it, you'll do it. Right, and for me to have not done these pages or many tasks over many months, in fact, worst cases, I blame myself that much, right? It's just that I'm lazy, not lazy. Again, as I said, since I'm jumping around all these things, I shoot myself in the foot and at my own body, right? And end up not doing them and making myself guilty and trying to cope up with that with so many unhealthy practices. Unhealthy now, no, bedla padthittu just look at the screen all day, all night. What to do? Again, sada, because the second I take the screen off of my front of my face, my mind goes to work on me, right? It gives me, see, so I've got a very strong will, so there's always two voices in your head, and so the stricter, hey, fuck it, let's go to work voice always does a very bad job on me. Bad in the sense good. So I don't know, the comfort part of my mind's always like, hey, it's okay, watch this, forget that, numb yourself, watch this, it's okay, time dana paathukalam. Very bad, very destructive. In fact, I would think even your regular unhealthy coping mechanisms are much healthier than what I do to myself, because you're not wasting time, right? I believe in other stuff, so this is just bad. And the thing is, nobody really acknowledges this as a problem, except if I say it like this, people are like, oh no, that's very bad, and disrespect you, where it is still a problem. It's still a genuine addiction, because for many people, they can just put their phone down and they're done, right? Well, people are becoming more and more not so, thanks to all the brilliant people at work making the phone as addictive as possible. What I mean, I'm going off on a tangent where I'm gonna talk about what to do, what I've done for addiction. But anyways, this is exactly what I'm talking about, right? So many different webs of thoughts and stuff. Meditation helped. A few other things helped as well, but anyways. It would be funny if I'm recording all this and none of this got recorded and I'm just blabbering, yapping at the camera. Let's check in. I should have two screens, huh? Hey, என்ன நடக்குது இங்க? Okay, okay. Hold on. Hey, look at me. I did not realize this would be a thing, man. Hey. Oh no. Okay, how do I check this? Hold on. Can I make this a, what is it called? Can I make this a public thing just for me to see me? Okay, so this thing is mostly just a testing stream. That makes sense. No, it's not for kids, but it's not for adults also. I don't know whom it's for. Visibility, there we go. Okay, please work, please work, please work, please work. When does it become live though? பாரசி நான் எதுவுமே பண்ணுறதில்ல, பீப்புள் ஆர் ஸ்டில் சப்ஸ்கிரைபிங். நான் ஏதாச்சும் பண்ணணும்னு யோசிக்கிறேன், அதை பண்ணால் எவ்வளோ பேர் வில் பி இம்பேக்டட், வில் ஸ்டார்ட் சீயிங்னு தெரில. சி ஸோ I've been, this is exactly the sort of thing I'm talking about, right? I actually made this with so much passion. I was going to start to work, but again, here we are, nothing's happened. Work's happened, that's exactly why I've been busy, but I've also nerfed myself so badly. The only person that's nerfed me is me. யாரா என்னையா தான்டா சொல்கிறேன் அப்படின்னு தான் இருந்திருக்கு. Unfortunately, I want to change that. I really want to change that. Let's hope this is good at that. People, I'm not even gonna oh damn. Anyways, okay, checking in with code, checking with the product team. Who else is doing work? Checking with the co-founders. Yeah, the third thing is ideate on stuff. That was the third idea that I had. Least focus, but these are the things that I want to finish. Again, a lot of work, but I've done much more in much lesser time. But anyways, so that being the case, let's get to work. Let me get on the specifics of what I want to do with this project now. Now feedback எல்லாத்தையும் எழுதிட்டு அங்கிருந்து let's move forward. Should I write it here? No sir, there's this one extra step that the team asked me to work on. So I've communicated it to the folks that need to get on this, but I've taken this up personally for me to do this. So I'm wondering what to do about this. Should I get this? Yeah, okay, fuck it, I'll get it done myself. But the problem being, what's the problem? Yeah, how do I approach it is what I'm thinking about. I am thinking, let me make the geometry much more simple. Yeah. Excuse me. Should have just made this whole thing by myself, man. You know, let me just make a simpler geometry. I think that'll do. How many faces? 212? Too many. Too many. They're too many, god damn it. So let me just make them 500 for enough. I think too many faces at this point. How many boxes would be that? Let's do the math. Okay. Cool. Fuck down. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 And also, apologies for profanity. It's just the way everybody talks. I try to do my best. So everybody should be able to talk however they want to, and it should all boil down to personal preference. I usually do not, but கடுப்பேத்திக்கிறார் my lord. அதனால தான். So 1, 2, 3. Okay, you know what? I made this. Why am I struggling with the numbers? 1, 2, 10, 11, 15. So 15 இல்லனாலும் 14 இருக்கணும். So 14, that is between 1 and 2, right? So I'll tell you this. 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 in 26 into 14. I can do this, but again, mine's jumping between so many things. Do not judge me. Sethupiduva. So 364 just in this. So 364 into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. 364 into 13. I wonder how. Okay, 4.7k. 4372, wasn't it? Yep. Let's try that, baby. What's the harm? Okay, I can see the gap. I can absolutely see the gap. 4700. Will Blender understand that I'm trying to do this for that, or will it still pose a problem to me? Will it overlap cubes is my worry. It shouldn't be random. That's the key here, isn't it? See, it's still leaving gaps. It shouldn't, which means it is overlapping boxes, and I do not want boxes to overlap. See, there we go. There we frickin' go. Random order, but it shouldn't build on top of each other. Yeah, look at that. So it's intersecting. It shouldn't, or overlapping. It's redoing unnecessarily. Okay, how about this? Now if I do 4, there should be exactly 32 holes missing. I'm not gonna count, obviously. I'm just gonna eyeball it. 32 மாறி இருக்கணும். சரி, okay, screw it. It's fine. Too much time on this. There should be one hole now. Okay, I honestly cannot figure it out. Let's try 4720. Let's keep changing the seed until we figure it out. Yeah, so how about now? See, the total faces do not change. That's what baffles me. How is this possible? Oh, there we go. So save it, come here. Now wait for it to collapse. Okay, I'm gonna, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna redo the racks again. Try and reduce its complexity. I did do that, by the way. I did do that. So all that matters is the number of faces. So I'm gonna try and reduce that as much as possible. So நீங்க காணாம போக இப்போது. Oh no. நீங்க காணாம போக இப்போதைக்கு. Let me do you. I do not want it to sound bad. Okay, let's try and do this. So I'll hide all of you in the apartment, and let's see what the cop figures out. I don't even know if you're there. Just go screw yourself. Yeah. So let's try building the same baby again, without any problems this time. So how have I made it? Yeah, see, there are way too many faces now. Yeah, we do not need these many faces. We do not need this. We do not need so many things here. Or let's hold on. Let's ask Mr. Whoever your name is, whatever your name is. Yeah, look at this. You do not need all these faces. How many vertices are there? 36, 34. Why? Why? Right? Let's hide all of these again and redo this thing. எது பேசினாலும் பார்த்து பார்த்து பேசிட்டு இருக்கு தம்பி, என்ன பண்ணுறது? Okay, I wanna okay, you know what, that was a bad move. Let's delete it and let's build on top of it. So I'll do this. Then hide our boy. Delete all of them and have this as reference. Or just, yeah, it's okay, have it in here. I wonder how. Now let me bring in a new cube. The reason that I did it outside of the mesh, as a separate object here called cube1, was because I want to apply a few properties that are specific only to this, such as something called mirror, because as you can see, they're all 2 2 2, right? You get it. So I want to do that here. As you can see, so I'm modifying just the x and y because there are 3 axes. I don't want to modify the height. Height is cool. So shift Z should do that. This much. I'm eyeballing all of this, by the way. I shouldn't, but I am, because they don't seem to care. I shouldn't care. Bad philosophy, man. Bad philosophy. Yeah, see, the length's almost there, which is what I want. So I mean, the size is almost, the length's not there. Yeah, there we go. We're almost with our and also this is not the pace that I want to be working at. I usually do work a little faster, but let's do that. There's no problem with that. மேல வாங்க நீங்க ஆஃபீஸ் ரூமுக்கு. Yeah, just a cube. See, last time there was so much detail in it in this here, but I don't think they are needing all these details. So let's just do this. So oh no, I did the wrong thing. Yeah, where are you? Yeah, is it this? Yeah, it's this, isn't it? Okay, so we only have 8 vertices enough, which is beautiful, which is optimization to another degree. Or we can just complicate it one more time and do this. Have that little one be part of this one as well. Yeah, something like that. Come here, little one. Nope. This thing should just be called Adarsh trying to get himself cancelled, but at the same time not. So go here and let's bring in another cube, scale it down to the maximum because nobody cares, and then again, because we're the only people that care. So 3 will bring us all the faces that we need. We do not need all these faces that are inside another face. Let's just okay, wait, are you recording properly, ma? Idhu aayirukku. Good one. Yeah, so there we go. We have our base. So let me select all that's similar and move it like this, like so. I don't know why people like, I mean, say like so. I mean, I know why, but you know, it just sounds not in place. So here's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna bring in these beams. Hey, I'm gonna bring in these beams. Mm, like so. And I'm gonna do something special. I'm gonna. Oh, no. We do not need cubes for this. So I'm gonna do something special. I'm gonna rotate it on the x-axis by 90, bring it down as much as possible, and I'm gonna take it home, take it somewhere special by making it not a cube which has 6 faces for some reason. We do not need that reason here. Instead, I'm gonna give it wings. I'm gonna do this. I hope you see where I'm going with this. All we need are 2 faces. We do not need 6. And what I'll do now, see, this is called cheaping out. I'm sure, see, I've seen many of these games cheap out, so it's not new. Yeah, the more and more I play games, and I've been playing GTA 6, GTA 5 recently. Imagine that, playing GTA 6, and I've been appreciating the game so much for how much it's able to accomplish, right? Because even Spider-Man, I love that game by the way, but even Spider-Man, because of how intense it is, it gets stuck here and there because it has to load up the textures. That's similar to what I've been facing, the issue that I've been facing. So I don't want to do that. I want to have it be as optimized as possible, and GTA is optimized. It's crazy optimized. I couldn't believe my own sight, because it performs so smoothly that I didn't even realize that it was running on pretty good graphics. It's become one of those things. If it's good, you don't even see it. You don't even think about it. But if it's bad, it's the pain of your life. You want to change everything about it. So it's become one of those things, gladly. So that's how good they've worked on it. That's how much effort they've put in it, and I really like that for it. Okay. What's up with you, boy? What is up with you? Oh, I see where the problem is, and I'm not gonna do anything about it. So either pandingana, yeah, there we go. But nobody's gonna see this also, so it's fine. Let this just be. Nobody's gonna look at how many beams are going across. These are the sort of cheap things that I didn't want to do, but I'm having to do because of the hardware that I'm having to work with. Virtual reality still has a long way to go as far as hardware is concerned, but it has its own perks in that it's processing so many things at the same time and giving you a 360 view, but it comes with a cost. You have to develop very efficiently. You can't just do mobile game graphics here or PC graphics here. You just can't. Okay, so let's move on to the next. Okay, இப்போதைக்கு இதை மட்டும் டெவலப் பண்ணி வைக்கலாம். Let's not do much more because the whole thing just costs me 46 faces. So 46 into 13 into 13. So 36, yeah, into 169. 46 into 169. Yeah, that's 7,000 faces only. But I haven't even done this part yet. So let's do that. See, the client wasn't really asking for optimizing this, but for me to accommodate all those boxes, I really do have to optimize this, unfortunately. That's the boon of Bane. Yeah, no, that's the unfortunate thing about this. I am having to do this. No other way. I didn't wanna, but didn't have to. Okay, so this is what I'll do instead. So instead, yeah, this is what I have to do instead. Hey, look at that! Beautifully got clicked. Did you see that? Let me do that action replay. So it is mirroring. So both the faces are going towards its native native mesh. and it just clicks in the middle because I've enabled clipping, so it clips together at the center. So beautiful. I'm not sure who finds this entertaining, but if you do, tip of the hat. Hmm. So both of these are beautifully set up. So I just need to repeat this, God knows how many times. 13 times, I think. 14 times, maybe. Okay, let's go. Okay, yeah, here we are. Sorry. Missed it for a second. And this needs to be precise. I can't afford to do mistakes here. It needs to be precise. The place where the upper surface needs to be precise. At present, no. You know what? I'll just do it like this only. Sideways. Sideways is the best. Oh no. Huh. Bring it up here. Precise. These are just things that annoy me, you know. Things that you need to do, no other way, but so time consuming. This is why they're paid a lot, graphic people, 3D graphics, because everybody can do it. But let's say to make an animation shot takes so much time just because there are so many different things that you need to make sure. It's nothing else. You're not problem solving, and I am very good at both. I have a lot of patience, but I am also really good at not really, but I can put my heart in it and get to a solution. So that's why it's frustrating for me, because creative as well as problem solving work, both of them require my attention, which is why if there's an efficient way for me to problem solve while I'm doing creative work like this, it'd be great. Usually what I used to do when I was an intern, when I didn't have to worry about all these different things, was that I'll just switch on a nice podcast. And I used to be a heavy podcast listener back then, right? Back then I also didn't have many friends at all, so sort of played beautifully. But I used to consume that sort of content. I used to listen to finance. I used to look at world changes and so many things. I can't afford to. I wanna, I really wanna. But I also have other things to do. Even though I really wanna, and I have other things that I need to tend to as well. For example, decisions. For example, content creation, such as the one that I'm attempting to do with my own, with myself. If it sounds like I'm whining a lot, I am. uh, hmm. Question is, will this do? Will this do? This is the question. No. It's obviously bad, but hold on. I'll show you what is badder. Mm-hmm. This has to happen, huh? Siri, okay, not a problem. I can still use the mirror. Uh, you know what I mean. Shift now. I could still use the mirror in another axis. No, in another axis. Like this. But I'm gonna have to. Ah, fucking hell, man. You know what? I don't wanna do it. Fuck it. I should, but I'm not gonna. I'll just hide all of this. What should it? Oh yeah, Control R. That sucks. That fucking sucks. Do you see? Do you see one stupid mistake? I could have thought about this, and you would think after all these years I would know what to do, but I did not think about it. You are the fault. Blame yourself for my mistake. Yeah. Almost done. So let's go. Let's go. Yaar and the Yoon Tirila. If you're watching 10 years from now, Adarsh itself is watching me. You're the fault, Adarsh. You know, there's this one joke bit in How I Met Your Mother where they blame. I mean, they say, "Hey, the future version for it's the future version's problem, not ours." And then these guys look back at their past versions like, "Damn you, past Friday, Ted is something like that, right?" My life is exactly that. um, Thinking about the possible things that I might mess up here. Okay, you know what? I think I've set it up. Hold on. Will this work? Will this work? Might work. Might work. இப்போ வர சேர்த்து ஒரே delete vertices because I'm deleting vertices. Mirror white. Ha 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 ha. Okay, now all I gotta do is just this. I have to make both the up and down faces. I can hear a few of your thoughts thinking, hey, why do you need to make a cube? Why can't you just make a plane? But the thing is, there's something called normal when it comes to modeling. Not just modeling, but when it comes especially to exporting it to a game engine, as I'm doing right now. There's something called normals that you have to worry about, no other way. And normals are basically how your face is aligned. Depends on that. How do you know what is front and what is back in a plane, right? This is how. So all the blue color ones are outward, reds are inward. So if you go inside this cube, you'll see that there is okay. Wait. How can I show? If you go in here in the face of Chekamikran, if you go in here, you'll see that inside it's fully red because that's the inside. The problem is inside and outside doesn't really matter in Blender because you can still see both. There's no problem. It can do all the calculation. But on Unity, it only shows the front face. That's one of the ways in which it kind of optimizes. It does, but not really, sort of stuff. Oh no! I just messed it up again. Excuse me. Unity click panale automatically import panna aarambichirum. Shouldn't have saved. Now that will take a little bit of the processing. I hate it. Fuck. So all I'm gonna have to do is just move it a little bit forward. Not that much. Avlo mela illappa. Just a little bit so that you're able to see. Hey, what the hell? Yeah. கொஞ்சம் ரொம்ப முன்னாடி வந்துருச்சோ. என்ன பண்ணலாம்? இப்படி இருக்கட்டும். நான் இந்த லைனை அப்படியே செலக்ட் பண்ணி I could have just done that. Fuck, and I'll see this is what I mean. I'm dumb sometimes. I'm just dumb. Can just move this a little bit forward, and that's all. So now you can see all the faces properly, and I did it in 380 faces. How much was this boy? Okay, no. How much was this boy? 380 faces, that was now. This is 2051. See, if I'm able to half it, that is more than enough. Obviously bringing it down this much is great, but even halving it is fine. See, you know what, I'll do a further optimization. For now, let me not be this greedy. Let me try and take this also down. New in the po. Oh no, what did I do? Okay, now we're good. Hey, what is the difference? 380 and 368. வேணாம்ப்பா நீ இருக்கிறதுல தப்பில்ல இருந்துட்டு போ. Alright, 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 alright. So here's what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna bring in a similar plane. Yeah, see, as you can see, there aren't that many, there's not much detail at all now, which sucks, but gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, yeah. So 1 2 3 4. Hey, what the hell? I thought I did. I don't know, randomly I'm remembering Jandaya in the Mumbai Ambani cultural thing that had all the celebrities from everywhere. Jandaya, idhar dekh, Jandaya, look here. Okay, so we're gonna have to do something similar. Now that we have this, now that everything's working perfectly fine, what we gonna do? What you gonna do? Make our dreams come true. So this is happening. Let's delete this son of a bitch, and let's redo the thicker column. You would think thicker column's the same as the thinner column, but there are differences, so let's do the differences. So let's first duplicate this, delete this, because I'm such a scatterbrain. Let's name this, and let's delete everything else. Address unknown, how could I see? Yeah, so there's only that. Okay, so I made a mistake. Here's what we're gonna do now. நீங்க தனியா இப்படி இருங்க, or என்ன பண்ணலாம், let me just duplicate this longer, and let's just modify this. Yeah, how difficult is that now? அவ்வளோதான், same number of faces, done. We've got you. Down to the last minute detail. Oof, that feels good. And now let's just duplicate this a bunch of times, or use array modifier and then duplicate it a bunch of times. Okay, now that we've used mirror and we have cute faces, now we have cute faces, what we'll do is let's actually apply it. We're done with it. We're done with having it, so I'm sure they're not even gonna notice. So what we'll do is let's just use no geometry nodes came in like a storm, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to use it. Not really tech savvy these days. Need to. 1.6, yeah, almost there. Yeah, how did that work out? Damn, I'm pretty good at this, aren't I? Excuse me. Six five is a little too much. 6.2, 6.05. It's just a game of doing this again and again now. Yeah, look at that. 6.07, a little too much, isn't it? Reel it in. 6.065. Oof, nice. A little bit more. Just a little bit more. 606 2. Too much. 3. Hey, what the hell, man? 4. 4 2 4 5. Look at the job of a developer these days, man. Having to do these things. What is these? 6 6 4 8. I'm not doing anymore. Yeah. So if we manage to bring this into precision, all the other rows will fall into place by themselves. That's the idea behind this. So now that we've done this row, we're just gonna have to multiply it again and again and again. Before we do that, we're just gonna have to bring our other one in, cube. So I'll bring that baby in, and I'll make a stand here where she belongs. Yeah, we'll delete this, by the way. We do not need it anymore. Yeah. So where are you? As you can see, I've reduced geometry like crazy. Just make sure the materials are alright, or else this not gonna sell. So select this. Let's make sure this is going in like so. Hey, I said the thing. Oh no, apna ivarum appadi pannola. Here we go. Scaling it in the y-axis, bringing the boy closer, as close as possible, and dropping it right up. There we go again. Is it perfectly aligned though, this one? And also, why is it zooming out if I press this? Sorry. Anyways, not our problem. Yeah, pretty much aligned, pretty much. Yeah, this works. So let's apply this baby. Now I'm gonna do something magical. Oh, wait a second. Hey, hold on a second. Am I missing something? Okay, why are these not lighting up? Hold on a second. Oh. So let's reduce the faces even more. Let's dissolve these edges. Oh no, what did I do? Dissolve edges. Yeah, they still are alive, right? Yep, they are. What about these? Why are these not happening? Why is this not happening? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh. Dissolve edges. Why are you not dissolving? Why are you just not giving up? Or should we dissolve the vertices? Excuse me, dissolve thana panna, delete pannaliya. Yeah, below C note ring. Why can't you just be a face? Let's make you also a face. What if I dissolve this vertex? Yeah, why can't you just be a face? See, this whole thing is a square, right? What's your problem? Kepi karupu. You know what? This is not happening. Let's try and dissolve this boy. Dissolve edges. I really am stumped. Should work. Why is it not working? Or you know what? Let's say fuck it. For a second, let's say fuck it. And let's delete all of this. And delete these edges. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. delete vertices. Yeah, delete vertices. And what we'll do is something very painstaking but necessary. The one good thing in graphics is that it does not require what's it called? Tella? No. Hold on. How about this? F3 bridge. Oh, there we go. There we go. Beautiful little boy. Beautiful little boy. But this actually complicates our work, by the way, if you didn't realize, because we're introducing a new face. When we were trying to reduce the number of faces, this is bringing in new faces, and that's not good. Look at this. So you know what, instead let's just leave it the way it is. Pera savana இருந்துட்டு போட்டோம், அப்புறம் பார்த்துக்கலாம். Let's just dissolve this vertex alone. Let me go into this mode. Yeah, and let's dissolve this edge alone. Yeah, not my best move, but what you gonna do? And there we go, and there we go. This is how you do it. This is how we do it. So now we've got 360 faces, which is alright. Array. Okay, and now we're gonna try and distance this one as much as possible. We're gonna try and make this one sit here exactly, accurately, beautifully. How do we do that? How do we do that better than it has done it by itself? We're just gonna have to enter numbers. 39, too much. 39.2, da, 5, 3 triple now. 3, not enough. Oh, how about enough? Almost. How about this? Pretty much. There we go. 39.39. So now we've got a replica row. So now let's just duplicate these two with another array modifier. Now instead of this one, let's do this one. And instead of this, let's do 12. Wait, hold on. 12. I did not know people are watching this shit, man. What the hell? Hey, somebody asked me a question. There we go. I did not realize, man. I am quite honestly making this for myself only. Wasn't really planning on having viewers. I'm speaking to myself only. But thank you for taking even a few seconds to actually check in on this. Really glad. Speaking of which, I'd actually didn't know, but my sister is going around promoting this unnecessarily. I didn't know. She's going around telling family about this. யாரும் பார்க்கக்கூடாதுன்னு தான் நான் யாருக்கும் சொல்லாமல் வச்சுட்ருக்கேன். திருப்பி நீங்களே போய் சொன்னீங்கன்னா எப்படி? Oh, would you look at that? But 13 should work. Yeah, the fuck? And sorry for the profanity. Okay, let it be 14. Let's try and make this work. I'll ask this maybe. What's the movie that any of you watched No, actually, what am I even trying to do? நானே என்கிட்ட தான் பேசிட்டு இருக்கேன். So and now I'm very conscious of what I'm saying. um let me just keep doing this thing. Oh no, little too much. 1 05. Yeah, 05 surprisingly works. 035. Yeah, there we go. Now we've just made a product. All you gotta do is follow the damn trains, CJ. And the mari, all you're gonna have to do is repeat the same thing, CJ. So array modifier instead of the, what is the number again? 0 2.10 something, right? 14. What's it? Yeah, 01035. Again, can't afford to remember. Would rather just. Sorry, Miss Jackson. I'm just so real. Never need to. We've halved it. Have we halved it? Yeah, 200,000. Now it's just 77,000. Crazy. So from the POV of the user, just this will be available. Just this will be visible. Something is wrong, isn't it? Are you seeing too much red? How do you make that not happen? Okay, so let me just save this. Racks with cubes on them. Yeah, with cubes on them. Done. Perfectly aligning. 86,000. Good enough. So now let's wait for it to re-import. Meanwhile, let's look at content. Or let's just talk instead. Wait, hold on. Camera? Yeah. There we go. So, what's going on in all of your lives? I haven't been up to date, but what I've been recently thinking about is very grim stuff, unfortunately. I'm not sure where my mind's at, but what I'm trying to do more of is trying to beat my own addiction. Yeah. Hey, one person's watching. Nandana. Hey, I'm glad one person's watching. This is actually happening. Damn. Yeah, so one thing that's happening is I'm already since 2020, right? See, since 2018 I've been trying to do content around gaming. I've been wanting to teach people so badly. 2018 I was initially forced into teaching, and I really liked it, and I've been wanting to do it very, very sincerely since then. And so I tried a few times and it didn't pick up very serious atoms, but this time, I mean, and that's one of the reasons I started the company, right? Because I know it's gonna be huge. I want to be a part of it. I want to be able to impact things happening. I want to make changes happen, and that's what we're doing currently in the company. But as far as whatever we're making inside, nothing else is getting changed on a regular basis. Nobody else is knowing of what the hardware is, what technology is, how it's gonna change lives, except for hey, everybody's watching screens all the time. Now it's just gonna get worse, and all the other fear mongering that's going around, right? Which is not good at all. Be it for virtual reality or for anything, right? Fear mongering's gonna be happening all the time, but it's always happened to things that are not of consequence to me. This is the first time it's been happening. It's happening about about something that I deeply care, and I, more importantly, know about very clearly. And seeing that happen just wants me to come out there, uh, make more content. I'd actually, the reason that I wanted to make content is exactly for this. I wanted to create a course. There's also a video about it which I'm gonna be taking down, by the way, because I wanted to make a course. I wanted to do a community building. I wanted to create. I still do. I want to create an army of developers, and so for that, uh, I've been wanting to do that, and especially because there are already people coming out and saying, "Hey, world's gonna end, things are gonna go bad, and everything." I really wanna come out here and be one positive force, right? Not just with virtual reality, but with everything. Seeing how everybody's going through something or the other, seeing how everybody is going through it either, it usually is unfortunately very preachy all the time. Some people do a really good job by just documenting, sticking to just that and not advising. But I also really wanna lean on the documentation part than the preaching part, because who's gonna preach to anybody, right? And if anybody is listening, is wanting to do something about things that are happening to themselves, great. I'm happy. But these are just gonna be in the way of helping me, helping myself. And if you're seeing this and if that helps you, great. This is what I want to be about. Uh, Not just, not general, drink green tea friends, drink that friends, have this friends, wake up at 3 a.m. friends. No, but I mean, because I am really messed up. I used to be very awesome, even until very recently. I am gonna be awesome again, but I am otherwise very messed up, right? I'm very lazy. I'm very demotivated many times, every now and then. So it's important that, no, it's not important. Nothing is important really that it's being put out that I document this process. Nothing. It's just for me to know. Let's say, 5 years after this, just look back and say, hey, you've done good. Uh, you've done something, right? With non-technical stuff, with technological stuff, I'll be proud. That's where I really want to put my energy at, right? Because I really want to help people just get into the industry, forget all the nonsense messaging that's going out there. Just as how there were people helping Android developers come in, just as how there were people helping college students get into graphic design, UI, UX design, making it as glamorous as possible. I want to do that too. I want to help people just get started. Speaking of which, speaking of getting started, our thing has loaded up. Hmm. So here now, there are a lot of models, many models that we do not need. So I'm gonna disable all of that. So the ones that matter stay back. Cube, nahi chahiye, because boxes are hiding the places. You do not need the thing anymore. All you need are the cubes, the racks, and the racks. Let me rename them actually. Just a second. What's this? Oh, hold on. Racks V3. Okay, and we do not need anything else. Oh, V2 is not the racks, it's the crates. Plastic crates. So let it import again now. So meanwhile, let's look at the things that are happening in the company. while it's importing this time. Let me not go off into tangents anymore. Screw it. So, what are the things that I could do? Ideate further. Uh, yeah. So, one of the ways in which we are gonna spread awareness, as I was just talking about just a little bit before, is by actually building products that not necessarily are for the general folk, uh, D2C, but rather B2B, where use cases do actually matter. That's exactly where you can bring about impact and then slowly permeate your general folk. So that has always been the idea. That's the reason why we'd always been working on Halera, because I want to actually make impact where it matters first. And more than anything, children with special needs are where it is, are the folks that actually need a lot of help with technology. Seeing how technology is impacting so many different things, it's more than more important than anything that technology impacts kids that need it. So starting with that, and then slowly moving into things that more people would be able to resonate with and actually use, has always been the plan. And so after Halera, now that Halera is getting automated, it's my responsibility that other things are also being ideated on as work on Halera continues. So work is there a little bit about that as well. So I'm gonna be ideating now. You're gonna help me. Oh no, I muted myself to see for the first time ever Adarsh live streaming. So I'm just gonna continue. So as I was saying, let it input. This is what I was meaning, right? I used to say this when I was an intern at both the companies that I was seriously interning at, right? Uh, that half the work is only working, most of the work is just waiting and solving for the problem while you can't do anything about it. So the way that I use ChatGPT is as a second brain that can just come up with answers where your mind would be wandering around. And a philosophy that I always tell folks is, when you're in work, when you're supposed to be getting things done, or you have a deadline or those things, your mind automatically goes to it, right? That if let's say you have a submission at 12 a.m. and it's already 11, all the world boils down to just in front of you, right? Your entire world's just in front of you for you to finish the assignment and submit, right? Similarly, uh, you need to have your mind in that state that this is what's gonna happen. My mind, more than your focus, more than your motivation, all of that stuff, your mind needs to be with you while you're running, right? So the analogy that I use is, it's like a dog. So don't unleash your dog and just let it roam around. Don't let it wander. Take it on a walk. Have it on a very tight short leash. Take it along with you. So to help you do that, you can't really ideate when you're problem solving. So that's one of the reasons I write stuff down on my notebook. One of the reasons that I use ChatGPT, because I don't wander. I rather just ask it stuff, and it'll get me to the thoughts that I would wanna have, or I might probably have after hours of thinking. So it just gives you a nice cohesive paragraph. And so I learned the basics of prompt engineering, and that's more than enough for me, for my use case. Hmm. What was this? Would help me. Hold on. Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I was trying to solve for laziness. The last time I was asking GPT something. If you solve the basics of business, is that if you solve for human needs, or if you make people feel insecure about things, right? Basically, things that shouldn't be needs but are unfortunately things. Oh, 1 second. Would like to know why you've targeted special income and compared not. Huh, yeah, exactly. No, so this wasn't so. I'm getting comments and all. I'm so touched. But anyways, as I was saying, right, the point here wasn't to make a huge profit. It is still profitable. So the challenge with social impact the whole world is facing, in fact, is, I mean, or the reason that many people aren't doing it is because turning a business out of a social impact startup or an idea is difficult, is extremely difficult. And I wanted to do it just because of that. Because how many years are we just gonna shy away from it, right? It's not like there's not money, because people are still working, people are making livelihoods out of it. How can we maximize that was always on our minds, right? We've been, and in fact, one big company that was working alongside us, or working on a similar product when I was starting out back in 2021, they'd already done their R&D with the same idea, virtual reality for special kids. These folks basically uh, did all the study that was required, did all the heavy lifting that was required, and figured out that the problem there was exactly with what I was telling you. It's exactly with just making a business out of it. They couldn't do business modeling at all. And this is a huge company, right? They could have just eaten us up like that if they wanted to. But they couldn't do it, and the team was wishing us the best of luck to do it and wanted to reach out as well. And so that's always been the problem. And thanks to 2.5 years of just us chiseling at the problem day in and day out, we've been able to do that. We're finally at a place where we can actually make a business out of it. Not a very huge business. It does not have immense scaling potential, but it's still good enough for us to have it as a first product and then keep moving forward. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do right now. We're gonna try moving forward at a faster pace than if otherwise. Otherwise, if you're stuck with the same thing, yeah. So that's the idea. As I've just cut the polygons count in half, let me actually update the documenting as well. I'm still very new to streaming, and I'm not sure what I'm supposed to show, what I'm not supposed to show, and all. So just bear with me. Oh no, wrong page. Yeah. So this is something that I'm trying to do with this particular project, where I'm accounting for all the different things that are going on in the scene. One of the major things being the poly count. I mean, I hope Alien in this place that answered your question, if you are even still watching it. What was it doing here? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Irukka? Oh, it's not here. Don't say it. Plastic crates 9,000. So this and this together. 77, 6. Oh no, I've for sure made some impact here. Yeah, I could have used an Excel sheet, or if there's a way to calculate text and numbers and just take the numbers out, I would have. But there we go. Hard code or hard work is what I'm doing, unfortunately, or dumb work. 3572 plus yeah, look at that, look at that, look at that. Uh, so we've reduced it from a whopping 500,000 faces to 145,000 faces. Uh, that is, I'm happy. I'm very happy. So the entire, hey, thanks. See your product receiving all the. I'm not sure who this is, but I'm glad. Thank you. Thanks a lot for the good wishes. By the way, there's a total 20-second or so delay, I think. So the delay is first from the comment getting reviewed and then coming in from you. Message retracted. Q. Okay. However, whatever. 145658. Yeah, there we go. So that's great. Let this be. Let's just go back. Okay, so now core game development. Should I? Yeah. So after now that I've optimized this, let's actually apply materials on this thing and then move forward. Yeah. It all just looks grey at the moment, which is not desirable, obviously. So let's do something about it. Excuse me. So hold this, hide this. Yep. So what we're gonna do is let's first apply a single material called stands, and then go into edit mode. And then press on just this, Control L. So it's gonna select all the support faces, shelves, and then let me just assign this to you. So what it does, it does this beautiful thing that you just seen. It assigns these two materials. So now I save it and we go into another round of importing. Meanwhile, let's do a little bit of ideating now. I think today is propping up to be more efficient than I would have expected. I'm grateful. Check in with the product team. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, alright. So this is how we're gonna approach today's work. There are a few things that I haven't asked to do with this work itself. So at the moment, firstly, there's the storage step. Also, if alien in this place, if she's still watching, why? I mean, did you have anything to do with the message retracted part, or did YouTube do this automatically? I'm not really sure what happened there. Into the shipment, and then storage racks, and then there's a process called putting away. Oh, or the other way around. Truck unloading the shipment and then stuff getting loaded back. Yeah, so this process here, these two are what I'm gonna try and focus on. See, so I mean, obviously, I believe in building companies in public. I think the reason why you build in public is because let's go into another session of this. Yeah. So I really believe in the process of building in public. I don't think you should be. I mean, in the age of technology where everybody is able to ideate and build products, I don't think your moat or your advantage should be in building products or keeping your idea as secretive as possible. In fact, a couple of my relatives, as well as a very few close friends, also suggested and still suggest to this day that I shouldn't really be going around telling people my idea. Forget it that it's at this stage, right? Even at the very beginning, for 2 3 years at this point. So uh, I really don't agree with that. I used to be uh, on board. I was skeptical still, but I didn't really have the reason to point at, hey, I don't think it's right because of so and so reason. But now I do, because I've actually been in the process, right? So at this point, here's what I believe. Here's what it all comes down to. It does not matter how good your idea is. It does not really matter if there are tools that can quickly just help you do stuff, AI and whatnot. Execution is still very difficult. uh, Building a company, building a product is easy. You might have seen many tech influencers, startup influencer guys really saying, hey, product is easier to build these days. Yes, very true. But to build a company out of that's sustainable, that is going on for longer, that's aiming to do a bigger stuff, is difficult, along with the product, uh, along with a stable product, with a good network, with a good team that can help you market this, all of that, right? So it's important that you do that first. But because of that, I really believe ideas. If your advantage is just that you have the idea and not anybody else does, think twice, think thrice, because your idea is not good enough then, or you're not ready to start a company then. It's not the right way to do things. You're really gonna have to reconsider a lot of things, because advantage comes not just with the idea, but rather how you got the insight, because insights are how you build business, not with ideas. uh, let's say, yeah, even with this, right, even with this, the uh, insight is that immersion helps with special education, and we have people in our network to help us push this product a lot better, and we have talent on our team that can help us with all the different things that in this combination is very difficult to repeat, is our mode. All of this together, as well as our very low burning rate, is why we are able to do what we are able to do. And as a company, we are trying to build moats as we keep going. That's what you're gonna have to do. If you know what you want to do and you're already doing what you wanted to do, then it's fine. If you're still starting out, your biggest strength or biggest side quests is also to build these moats. Something to think about. Which is why I really don't worry about sharing my idea out there or even sharing the process, because my team knows, my close circle knows, they've seen me work on this. It's not easy to execute. If it is easier for you guys, great. But anybody in my circle that knows me, have seen me doing this, they know that it's difficult to execute and nobody can execute it. That I'm very sure of. And this also, I think, extends into the whole concept of confidence and insecurities and all that, right? uh, I'm not I'm very comfortable with the things that it can do, things that it can't do at this point. uh, the reason people prepare so extra, not in the right ways, but rather in the wrong direction a lot, when they're pitching to people or when they're trying to show things to other people, are because of the things that even they're not sure about, right? Or scared to think about. This is something that I always say to people that are just starting up. That sit with the people, sit with your team, sit with yourself, and understand the idea a lot better. Achieve so much clarity that you can answer whatever comes your way. For that, you should be able to answer all your own questions, right? This is something that I haven't seen happen, but I hope everybody does. Same with yourself. This you're gonna have to do with yourself also. You're gonna have to sit with yourself, know yourself better, uh, know what you do best, what you don't do best. Work on that either, or just be comfortable that you can't do these things. That is all. So, which is why I really don't believe startups should fear for their lives about ideas. Alien in this place, huh? You don't believe? I'm glad somebody's still watching this. I really did not intend for anybody to watch this. Oh, and this is imported. Oh no, I made a mistake. See, another blunder. So we're gonna have to wait for another round of importing. Sometimes I'm just plain stupid. Nothing to do. Okay, more time for us to blabber. Okay, you can't see my screen, right? So hold on a second. Let me change that. You should be able to now. Yeah. So I forgot to change the material for the bigger rows for the other object. So now that I have, uh, let's do the shiz again. Hmm. Okay, let's actually get to work. I've recorded everything I wanted to for the sake of making short videos. I'll just edit this into some video. Uh, let's get to work. Prep for the college event. So as I was saying, I have to visit a college tomorrow. I have to talk with the management, but more importantly, I have to talk with the students there, tell them about all the things that we're doing. So be it that, uh, or be it thinking about the intricacies of this project itself. Both of them I'll have to do while this gets imported. So I'm on a timeline here. Quick. So for the college event, firstly, I'll have to obviously introduce myself because I can't just go there, wave my hand, and just start talking about things, right? Let me ask if anybody else is in Chennai tomorrow from the team. Hani, hey, Hani, how are you doing? College to yeah. So that aside, let's work. Let's continue work. So I mean, yeah, I'm going on a tangent, but anyways, what I had in mind was uh, after all these months of working, I was talking to one of my co-founders about this, right? That the question was, hey, what if all of this goes sideways? What can you take out of it, right? co-founders ingradhoda another friend that I was from another startup that we were trying to collaborate. He's asking, hey, what if this all goes sideways? What do you have for showing for these 2 years? And I said many things about the impact that we've created, but more importantly, about the teams that we've built over these months, over 2.5 years, right? I'm sure uh, who is watching this, be it Alien in this place or Hani or anybody, uh, you've worked with people on things, projects, and to have led a team that's created for you is different. For you to gather people, inspire confidence, and try and make them work while all of you are remote, uh, it's a challenge altogether different, right? And so doing that while also working on the project itself is something that I initially found difficult in my childhood, because there was this one cartoon called Phineas and Ferb in the 2010s, which was very popular. So I used to gather my friends, and all of us used to sit in the balcony of my home, and very small home with a balcony as big as the hall. So all my friends used to gather there all the time, and we used to sit together and work on so many projects. We made uh, a robot that I have to this date. uh, it was nothing, it was just cardboard pieces put together with a few motors, few lights, and few things like that. uh, it is just something for us to occupy ourselves for some time, right? We didn't know that. We were thinking we were going to change the entire world with what we were making. uh, but it really did impact all of us. It taught us how to work towards something that does not have any end, which is what's keeping me going to this date, right? In my mind, I'm still working on something cute, small, that is still gonna change the world, but it's just the guys, it's just the folks working together, right? At a point, we were trying to build a tree house, believe it or not. We were very serious about it. We had the entire association's the office's approval for it. We saw the tree. We brought in, we crowdfunded a wooden plank. Uh, Childhood things, man. So I've had experience doing all of this, but this is just at another degree. Okay, back to development. Elathim Manna, I forgot to do this. Why do I keep doing this? I've been shooting myself in my foot, man. Ah, my god. Okay, you know what? I'll write this as one of the changes. I'll come back to it. But for now, I'll just finish the flow of the speech. Because I went on a tangent, it finished loading, it finished importing, and I didn't get my speech done. So, so what is Halaras first? I'm just gonna have to show the 2-3 headsets that we have, tell them, hey, this is what we're doing, and then just a tiny section of why Halara. What impact, mission, vision, and all of that. See, the mission here, or the vision here, is to provide independence to children that actually need it. Uh, More than any other country, India is where we, since we are still very, I mean, which is a very good thing about India, is that we're very attached to family and all. For special children, it's even more. We have to provide supportive care for the rest of their lives here, but in other countries, it's not really that. They are a little bit more independent when they become adults. So to provide that, to make them employable and say, hey, these children are capable of taking care of themselves, okay, thank you, please. So to do that is why we're using technology. Yeah. By the way, this is what I'm gonna be saying tomorrow as well. Um, should I make a presentation? Maybe. Just silence for some time. Silence for a few minutes. By the way, I'm talking so much, I realize, but this is exactly the stream of thoughts that I have in my mind all the time, right? And there is more. So, which is usually why I don't get to work, which is why I'm recording, which is why I'm speaking so much, which is why I'm getting work done also. Maybe not as fast because இது இன்னும் நிறைய நடந்துட்டு இருக்கு, but I will. So what I've written here is first you're gonna have to talk about what we're doing, obviously, and then mission and vision, why it is that we're doing it, and what we stand for, how this impacts, and then you show them a little bit of a demo. So talking an hour is fine. You're gonna have to show how it actually works, right? So you could bring in a couple of volunteers to the stage, and then oh, hold on, work update. Yeah, you can bring them on stage and then have them do this, try the product out, and then maybe show them the website as well, and then you show them, hey, similar to this, special children have used this, and this is what's happened so far. These many children had fun, but our goal here is to make them go through this as an exercise and then figure out, or then feel the impact and become independent. So that would be discussing the current stage and then details of the study. It's sort of a natural progression. It segues better. Details of the study. Listing interested students. Luckily, we've already got the profile of many students. So all we need to do at this point is review them, have an interview scheduled tomorrow, take them in, train them on Sunday, and then go directly on Monday to the school with these students. Yeah. So speech kana idu ready, because see, I've already pitched it so many times. I do not really need to sit and write a script for the speech. I just need to know the flow of the presentation. In between, I'll have an FQ, frequently asked questions section. AMA session. Ask me anything. Honestly, nobody needs to watch this. If you're watching this, thank you. I'm hoping you're also doing something productive, then making me having this played in the background or something. But this is peak narcissism. I realize. You know what? While we're at it, let me just have this input. I've also been watching The Boys, rewatching in fact. Damn, DSP, I did not realize you had time. Brings tears in my eyes. Also, hope you're doing alright, man. It's been a long time. It's been a long fucking time, hasn't it? Thank you. No, but this is a weekday as well, right? It's a Friday. I'm hoping you're back from work, or you're prepping for your exam or something like that. I was just a while ago talking to myself and apparently you guys about the impact that we've made uh, by honestly, I've lost words. Thanks a lot for showing up. No, I was just thinking about talking about the impact that we've made over the time, the number of people that we've been able to help, not just special children, but rather also the people that are helping us with the work itself, right? Uh, the interns, the teammates, all of these guys are whom we've impacted. Because Hani is in the chat here. Just a while ago, he was available. He's one of the people that we brought on to teach Blender in Unity, and he did learn Blender in Unity. And he then, just because he couldn't appear every night because it is tiring. Honestly, VIT is tiring. So he had to go. But otherwise, people like him, so many other people we've seen be positively impacted, change for the better, right? So more than anything, that's just glad. Got a lot to tell. We should catch up sometime. Yeah, we should. I thought you were leaving the country, DSP. Honestly, aren't you? Okay, I'll keep myself a deadline. So before this finishes importing, I'll have to finish ideating for this. Left one joiner. Oh my god. I still thought you left the country or you were gonna leave the country. Didn't know you were jumping jobs. Yeah, so there's a 20-second delay between whenever you comment and whenever I'd be able to see. I'm just mentioning that again. Because 10 seconds delay in my video recording and 10 seconds delay for your comment to be put in the chat as well. So that happens. That's why I look like an idiot just looking at the screen for a while for just doing nothing. Hold on. So picking station matlab there's supposed to be a process happening though. Picking station mein first off the thing on my way to do that. Glad DSP. When though? Approximate timeline, what are you thinking? Wait, OBS should be popping right now. Yeah, look at that. Chat rates 3. Comes in. Screen mein you think you look at the item to be picked. Oh no, where are you? Item to be picked. Pick up item and then place in cardboard carton boxes. Yeah, place in carton box. Two things happen. Robot goes back. Yeah, I will missed a step. So I just look like I'm just doing random shit. Hold on, let me just play lo-fi maybe. Anybody, if at all watching, would be able to Okay, I don't even know half the content here, man. Now it's like a good work along with me thing. Should I reduce the volume though? I'm not sure if the audio is audible. The music's audible. Hold on. Music's audible. Okay, yeah. So there is a part where I have to introduce interactions as well. So that's the part that I'm worried about. Honestly. Excuse me. Robot brings to consent. Shown. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do this. But also the place itself needs to be remodeled. Thanks DSP, thanks a lot for saying that. I wouldn't know otherwise. Yeah, so I was just saying I have been rewatching a lot of this and that, which is part good, part bad. But I'm gonna have to cope with all of this, don't I? What's happening? Analytics? So I'm using the other computer that I have, the laptop that I have to check out things, to do things. But how do I send myself a link? I wish I could send myself a link. Settings? Oh no, not settings. How do you do that? I want to be able to see the screen that you guys are seeing on the other PC. Analytics? Nah, not it. Stream settings? Customization. Gotta be it, isn't it? Nope, not happening. So there are so many different types of content up here. Can't believe I've only made 11 videos. It's just happened, you know. Yeah. There were 118 subscribers. Started doing this. There's 117 subscribers now. Not that it matters, but it's just funny. Hey, look at this. Okay, anyways, let me not look at this. It's just random people, yeah. Create post. Yeah, no, you know what? I'll give this up. Oh, hold on a second. What is happening? Okay, okay. I just confused myself with seeing two screens, but the screen streaming my screen. All of that, yeah. So let's just get back to doing this stuff. Ah, it's imported. It's done. By the time I'm also done here. Alrighty, let's just do the things, the necessary things. So this is where all the action's gonna happen, and a lot of code as well today. We're gonna be seeing a lot of that. So how do we do that? First off, I'm gonna have to ideate about something. So there are gonna be things that are gonna be coming from here. Also, what the hell? What happened here? You know what? I think my whole life is gonna be just this now. The crates, the plastic columns are gonna be the death of me. Why though? Cube? Ah, there we go. That is why. Oh no, that's not it. Plastic crates? Oh yeah. That's why. But this wasn't a problem before. Why is it a problem now? Huh. Unity, man, what do I tell you? What do I tell you? Anyways, back to ideation. No, I was gonna do something. I wanted to see the screen, right? Yeah, let me just send this to myself. At a point, we were even working on virtual production. I think if uh, if uh, if there's anything that I would want to work on, it's that. I want to make movies using virtual production. Yeah. There we go. Now I can see this settings. So yes, that being the case. Excuse me. By the way, I don't think DSP are caught up to what's happening. What's happening is I'm just working on a services project. We did go services, so we're doing a services project at the moment. That's what I'm dedicating my streaming or my working times towards. Yeah. I think I can review it. Chat rate? What is even chat rate, right? Number of texts per minute? God knows. Anyways, picking station. Yeah, so these are the things that I'm gonna be doing this year. I'm not sure really how I'm gonna be doing the intricacies of it, because there are few variables here. Let me think about it. So there are two objects that are moving that are animated by Unity, and I'm gonna have to be able to pick things from them. That makes sense. I'm gonna have to oh no, do I need to though? As soon as the bin, yeah, hold on. So first off, see, there are terms that I'll be using that I'm not really sure that I'm supposed to say out loud, which is why I've even mentioned retracted here. But yeah, in that case, I'm just gonna be silent for a few seconds now. Average view duration is 12 minutes. Damn. I'm so glad. See, Ada, I did not really want any of this, right? I really just, as the description of this stream says, it's just for me to work. And because I think about a lot of things when I'm working, I wanted to catch myself say all these things, or the things that I think about be out there, and then edit that into be different videos or something like that. But I'm glad even more than 10 people showed up. animation here, pure animation. See, if it were up to me, I would be playing metal, but I'm gonna have to keep going in and changing music. I haven't made a playlist yet. I have, but I'm not really proud of it. So, lo-fi it is. Are you streaming this somewhere else as well? No, I'm not really streaming this in any other platform, but I'm using OBS to stream on YouTube, but I'm having it be seen on the laptop as well, the settings page as well as the stream itself, so that I can just keep a check on what is being seen, what's not being seen. It pretty much seems like everything is being seen, so tough luck. You know, even being on stream for this long is giving me a lot of insights about how, I mean, when people use their phones. Just 100 minutes, I think. I've just crossed 100 minutes. Let me make sure. Yeah, 2 hours at this point. I'm glad. I'm glad I've been able to sit in one place without moving, with just doing work, and also creating stuff at the same time. It's not high effort stuff, it's very lazy stuff, but it's not made for the purpose of creating high quality stuff. I'm just working. Animation. So the challenge here is that I'm combining animation and code and XR interaction. Not just code, but interactive code, or code that helps make interaction happen. So I'm trying to figure out the logistics of this. Alright. I'll just switch to myself maybe. Yeah, now I can do the things that I wanna. One of the things that I am very glad that I was gifted to, that I didn't have to, that I did not want initially, I was very skeptical about, is smartwatch. It genuinely is saving me a lot of time. Few minutes of time. What the hell was that? No, so the field of robotics genuinely surprises me a lot. So many different things happening at the same time, because it's hardware. So many different hardware things happening at the same time. If it's the same machine, it's fine, like a car or a PC or something like that. Grayscale hackers, yeah. No, but how often do you stick with grayscale, right? There's a practical problem there. Yeah, see, very simple basic mindset change is, phone is a tool. It's a tool. Your work is what you're at. Your work is where you're at. Phone's just a tool to help you do that, right? Very simple statement, just like that. But it's helped me a lot whenever I was straying away. But since recently, there have been a lot of changes in life that I've been coping very unhealthily with. Just sitting down with my phone or just some screen in front of me, not very healthy. I've strayed very far away. So this is sort of like a Hail Mary situation for me, where I'm just like, hey, you wanted to do this, you wanted to not waste time, you wanted to work, so why don't you just combine all of them together, right? This is me trying to do all three of them. Some sort of discipline when it comes to work, but also talking in front of camera. I was very comfortable at some point when I was just spamming videos out, very low quality stuff. But I want to do high quality stuff. Excuse me. So I want to create a habit first and then get to my goal. And all of this without coffee or any energy drinks. So oh no. Yeah. Can't really share my screen enough because this is something that might be problematic. Not in the way that you are thinking. It's just work. NDA stuff. Oh damn, those nights with stings were crazy. I even recently, for the sake of it, I bought 3 stings. Like the old times, after a very long time. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't get myself to drink it. Just couldn't. So it stayed with me for a while, and then I slowly just got done with it. The problem with straying away from a routine is that you become I at least became so unhealthy again, right? In a non-exciting way, in a non-productive way. I was just wasting time for the last week, right? Because there was so much change so suddenly, and I'd accustomed myself to this routine of working and waking up and working out and just doing healthy stuff. So this is so much of a just hitting me with a bus that I couldn't do anything, right? And now this is me trying to cope, because I've picked myself up so many times just in these past few months. I've fallen down so many times, but I've picked myself so many more times. See, because if some issue happening in the apartment, some things that I'm not very happy with in the place that I'm living with, I am not feeling like going to working out as well. I'm like, hey, what is this? What if this happens? What if that happens? Nothing is gonna happen. It's just that it's just a mental barrier, right? And that's not healthy. Oh, got it. Only if I could program this animation, right? How do you program a circular path? I think this I can show. Hold on. Hey, 13 people. Unity. Oh, because of you, right? DSP, if you're still here, because of you, the average view duration is increasing like crazy. Average view duration, right? So people just click on, click off, click on, click off. But since you've been here, the average view duration has been picking up like crazy. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. People stay for a maximum of 5 to 6 minutes. 2 minutes. Oh, yeah, maximum of 6 minutes. Average is 1 or 2 minutes. So damn. Yeah, the average view duration is 12 minutes 36 seconds now. Hacked. System hacked. Stream's been going on for 2 hours 15 minutes almost. Nice. Objective. Oh, I see. Yeah, but how do you smoothen it? Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? Because if you type in the 4 extremities of the circle and say, hey, move between this, it's just gonna move like a diamond. How do you know it's gonna curve? Yeah, yeah, exactly. this, right? It's not a circle. Hey, what the hell? Trust me, I was absolutely moving. Hey, I want a circular path, man. Wait, hold on. What? Did I miss anything? This is not a circle, is it? Am I seeing it wrong? Yeah, this is a diamond. That's not a circle. Yeah, this is not it. What the hell? No, this is not what I want. I want a perfect curve. I did do it, by the way. I did do it at some point. Nah, that's not what I want. How do you do it? How do you do circular motion? By the way, DSP, if you're still here, I did do the AD. I mean, the reason that I did not really text after that initial conversation about that, because I'd already that was the first thing I tried to the ADB solution, right? Yeah, but Android does not allow you to do it beyond Android version 10. You can't do this command, which is why it's a problem, which is what I've been trying to solve. I'll come back. You can disappear. You can disappear too. What about you? I not need you right now. Yeah, let's do this using sine and cos. Yeah, what about it? Yeah, I do not need code. I need animation. It needs to go in a path. Not sure what it's doing wrong. Let's try and do something about this, right? Let's try and figure it out. So, see, so usually, typically, what you do is exactly what the guy has mentioned in the chat, right? I mean, in the article, right? Let's say there's a robot here. What you're gonna have to do with the robot is you just place it in 4 different places and just hope to God that it curves like this, right? But it usually does not do that, because it either stops or it goes continuously. It doesn't slurp. It doesn't curve in that direction, which is what I'm trying to do, right? Which is what we're trying to do here. Actually, let me reduce this little missy's volume. Yeah, and so that's the problem there. I need this because an object which needs to go back to its position either goes in a square, but having a robot do that is not good, because robots can go circular, especially things that have 4 wheels obviously can go circular, can curve, right? So how do you do that? How do you end up doing that? That's the question there. So now that we've got all of this, which is what I want to do using animation, because that's just part of its path. It's not the entire path itself, and there's no coding to help me do that, because coding can do that, but I want it to work along with animation. That's the problem right there. Let's actually do something here. Let's bake it. Yep, and now let's bake it, and let's wait for some more time. Oh wait, I'll show you what it looks like without baking. Why baking? What is even baking, right? So light also happens to be part of games, right? But what people seem to overlook is light is also something that needs to be calculated, because as it happens in reality, you can't have race calculated from a singular object hit everything and do that. That's what happens, but you can't have that happening every single frame of every game. I mean, of every second in the game, because that's just inefficient, right? Which is why baking is done. Because there are places which are not gonna move around, so they're gonna keep receiving the same lighting all the time, and the shadows that they are producing are gonna be the same no matter what. So you select those objects as static, as I just did, and then you do something called baking, which is what we're gonna do now. Yeah, see, this looks horrible now, right? I'll show you baking. Let's just make sure, yeah, all of them are baked, all of them are static as it says here. Now let's bake. My voice is getting messed up by the way, if you couldn't hear before. Our maximum concurrent viewers hit 3 for a second. Now it's just back to 1. Is this something that you're looking for? Is what something that I'm looking for? Because again, there's a lot of delay, so I do not know what you're talking about. Is there a fix for that though? Live chat is live instead of the delay. Can we do that? Is it something that OBS is doing? Let's figure out. Studio mode? What's that? Oh, damn. Oh, damn. You sent a link. I'll check. Huh. So, just trying to figure out these things. Yeah, so baking is going on right now, as I was saying before. There are a few processes that are happening at the moment. So let's just make sure that yeah, this happens. Just 1 second. These people, man, these people. What do we do? Nah, yeah, no, I don't think I received it, Dev. You're typing again. Best way to animate planet orbits. I like to keep my video, audio nonsense separate from all the work stuff. Because while you're working, or while you were working, you just want to change the tab and be able to jump between. If both of them are in the same thing, doesn't really work. Yeah, YouTube, I don't think allows links because a lot of spam would be coming out, right? Excuse me. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So this is a script, right? I want animation to be a part of the script, or the rotation to be revolution to be a part of the animation, not really separate from it. So if I could code it and then still be able to code the rest of the animation also, that would be the Goldilocks zone. Not too much code, not too much animation, just perfect. Is it done? Why is it taking so much time? Skip. When does the game get good? Experimental flow tracking, working on the main menu part as soon as you complete your mode. Damn, work is happening, isn't it? I'm glad. Anyways, to the one person that's still watching this, thank you. So, as the name says, as the description says, as I had previously said, and I'm bound to say, uh, hmm, this, as the title says, I'm just working. I'm just trying to get myself to work, and I also say a lot of things, and I talk about a lot of things, and if I remember right, a lot of people that I know also work at nights, so on their own things, on different things, or just wanting to talk shit. So if you fall under any one of these buckets, stick around. You might have a good time. And if you want to be part of this, just, I think, let me just make a Google Meet link. You can just be a part of it. If that's a little too much, then you can just be here. Yeah. So how do you do it? Can an animation trigger event? That's what I want to know now. Or does it have to be a circular thing? See, if I could overcome this by not having the circular motion, that would be the best solution here. That would be obviously the best solution here. Let's see if that's possible at all. So what happens here is something happens. I can't really disclose. I'm sorry. Comes out, gets on something, delivers something, needs to go back, gives something and goes back. And I can have another one here. So this one goes, and this one goes this way. Yeah, something like that. Three views, three concurrent views. So if you are working again, and otherwise if you're just wanting to talk shit while you're working, stick around. I think this might be fun. So at the moment, I'm trying to work on a few things at the same time, which is why I was even more fixed on doing a stream, doing a live thing, because of all these different things, I tend to wander off. And there is a lot. By the way, this is not some shit stream. Yeah, it's been 2.5 hours at this point, and it's not just some shit stream. There are a lot of things that I've spoken about in the past. So I'll be cutting this into smaller clips, or I'll just let this be. Yeah, there are a lot of valuable things that I believe are really valuable. I've mentioned. So if you want to take any value, please feel free. That's too bad. Yeah, there we go. We're still holding on. We're still here. There's still people checking this out. I'm glad. I wasn't doing this for views or anything. I literally was just wanting to see this. You know what? I think I'll just move away from the console. I'll just be here. Yeah. Because they make it, the analytics are so addictive to watch. I wasn't even thinking about it. I didn't even want to do anything with it, and I am drawn towards it. So that shouldn't be the way. Tonight's a sort of a busy night, so I'm trying to get a lot of things done, as I said. Which is why if you also have something going on, feel free. Let's just do some stuff together. But give me a few minutes. I'm thinking something. Let me just. Shouldn't pick up it. Yeah. So coming back here. Yeah. So this will have to be from the floor, and to the left, and there's gonna have to be a similar thing Sure. And right. uh, yeah, the right part is a little bit problematic. Hey Vignesh Balaji. It's been such a long time. Yeah, glad you're seeing this. No, so we as a company are doing other things, but this here is a project that which is working on for another company, another friend of mine, his company. So that's what's happening right now, which is why it looks like a warehouse. It is very industrial. Things are happening that are different from what you may have seen from Halera before. But let me change this. Yeah, so more than anything, this is the first of hopefully few, not many, of streams that I'm doing, just to get me to work, uh, just to structure all the thoughts that I'm having. Yeah. Thoughts, but also work, so that I don't wander off. Yeah, especially that. But I'm glad you've texted. How are you? What's happening? How are things going with you? Where are you? It's been such a long time, man. Um, hmm. So it does not have to be. Yeah, it does not have to be circular in the path. Yeah, this should be fine. Yeah. வெயிட் பண்ணு, நான் எனக்கே ஹார்ட் தந்துக்கிறேன். வெயிட் பண்ண ஒரு செகண்ட். Let me just do this to myself. Wait, can I see it? I can't see it. Does not make any sense to me. Hold on. Yeah, I just gave myself all these emojis. Didn't do jack. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try and make something out of this now. So this is fine, but yeah, this is also fine. I'm just gonna have to invert a part of this. Let's just try this actually. So let me select these faces. Chennai. Oh, which company though? Scale -1. Oh yeah, that's good. That worked. That actually worked. I wasn't expecting that to work. Logically, it made sense, but I was like, hey, how can it be that easy? But it worked. It worked. God damn it. Nice. Now let's try and make this part of it work. So now that we've inverted this, we're just gonna have to make a way for this also to just turn that way. I'm not sure how we're gonna do it, but let's give it a try. Let's give it one beautiful try. Don't think it's gonna work. I honestly do not think it's gonna work. Confidential. uh, hmm. Can we cut this by any means? Can I cut this by any chance? I'm gonna have to use the knife tool. There is something called the knife tool, but I'm gonna have to do the cut very precisely, or else it's not gonna work. Okay, for the time being, let me just make it disappear. You come back. Yeah, see, it's not gonna work. I've done some very shoddy modeling here, 3D modeling here, so it's not gonna work just like that. See? Oh, there is hope. There is hope. I really believe there's hope now. Hold on, let's try and see if that really is the case here. Oh damn, it is working. We're not so screwed after all. SX0. So I'm making all of them are in line. So I'm cleaning up the vertices. Now let's bring these two together. SX0. Now let's make sure that again, this is what I was hoping. And workout aids in Anachan. This is what the problem was. No worries, we fixed it. Let's go back to here. Let's try and bring this to its knees. I'm gonna have to do another reversal, but this better work. Yeah, so now that we've brought it here, all we need to do is that centered? Is that centered? Yeah, it's centered. Let's just believe it is. Hide this, and it's not a. It's the way that modeling works is you're gonna have to make loops. You're gonna have to make squares, loops. That's how it works. But this not really is a loop because it's just disjointed here. So join it. This is what gave me confidence that it'll work. This vertices being on either side of it is what gave me the confidence. So now let's make it work. Yeah, so now if I do a loop, de-loop, yeah, you get it properly. So now I can actually go ahead and cut this, sever this entire part. Hopefully. Okay, again guys, moment of truth. SY minus 1. 1. I'm gonna have to cut it, I believe. How do you cut this? Oh, separate, sorry. You just separate it, yeah. So SY minus 1. I'm just gonna have to again eyeball this as much as possible, and then there's a way. No worries, I'm just gonna have to do this as precisely as I can. Let's zoom in as much as we can, and move this right. So it's almost there. It's almost there. Nah, even closer. Yeah. So there we go. So now we could either leave it just like that, but we're not bad folks. We're good folks. So we properly seal this together. So let's try combining it. We just did, and I'll flip it as I had done before. Yeah. So blue basically denotes that your faces are facing outward, if that makes sense. I mean, if you are confused, you can go around, see what I've done. Oh no. By distance, because we're smart folks. Let's try and make it. Yeah, 15 vertices. This is what I want. So if I click any of these, it should already it should have already been connected. Yeah, this is just one loop now. Yeah, that is the case. Yeah guys, we actually made it. See? Now all we need to do is follow the damn train, CJ. Let's deselect these boys and let's just bring it down. Oh la la, or I'll bring it here like this, and then bring another one like this. Let's do the same thing as before, but not for cutting this time. Let's not cut it this time. Instead, we need these vertices to make a loop, just so that we can lower it. I need it lowered, which is why I need this part of the conveyor belt to have been lowered, so which is why, yeah. எனக்கே கண்ணு சுக்குதுங்கும் போது I can't even imagine you guys who was watching, if you are still. So let me bring this down like so, but let me actually also make another loop here, because it's not just da. என்ன பண்ணலாம், let's make sure these both are in the same height, these two are in the same height, and these two are also in the same height. Yeah, there we go. இப்போ இதை மட்டும் என்ன பண்ண வேணா அது இதுன்னு வச்சு முப்பலாம். Hey Harish Kumar, what do you do, how are you, and thanks for watching by the way. So what is up? Yeah DSP, let's catch up sometime. Yeah, it's been a long time. Thanks for sticking around for this long. I did not realize that you were. There we go. So we do this as well. Bang my head over how to import latex testing. So yeah, Harish, so if it's about research paper on blogs, right, or research papers totally, right, I have a few contacts that can help you, so let me know if you want help with that though. I mean, I have a few on my team that have done research, published paper and all that stuff, so let me know if you want any help with that. By the way, my night's going all right. As the name says, I'm just working and I'm trying to get some work done. But I also wanted to have it be documented, which is the lore that we're going with enough. So enable now all of this. Let me try and rotate this. See, and that's also satisfying to watch, so that sort of makes it alright for me to do this. Alright. No, for sure. So I mean, it helps to have help is what I've learned from my seniors whenever I've worked in a company. But sure, whatever floats your boat, yeah. Because I was always the person who was like, hey, give me a few days, I'll be able to do this on my own, or even a few hours. But I was slapped back to reality by one of my seniors in the team when I was part of a team, and I was asked to make sure that I always have some sort of help, so work gets done no matter what. Yeah, that's most important. So just make sure you don't stray too far away. I hope this is also a little bit satisfying to watch. So even if you are working, you need a few seconds off of the screen, this is here. Let's make sure all of them are on the same page. All of these bastards are on the same page. Sorry for the profanity. And get them here. Had to learn. Yeah, but what do you do though, Harish? I'm curious. What's the research paper about? What's happened? Hey, that's great. I'm glad. glad you've been able to figure out stuff. Many people don't. Just the fact that you've put yourself to it and come out, regardless of how you come out of it, you've come out of it is good. Appreciate it. That's what matters, as they say, right? Have you guys had dinner though? Oh no. Master's thesis. Interesting. Oh yeah. Then I think you're already in the playing field of having to put yourself to it. All the best. All the best. What are you doing your masters in though? Oh yeah, no, for sure. I get it. That's alright. I think again part of the process. Yeah. I don't think it's rotated enough. Yeah, I don't think this is rotated enough. I think it's too rotated. In fact, let's try and fix that. It has to be even all across. Yeah, now we're good. Alright, I think we're good enough here. It comes to a nice place and it ends off like a nice music album. Excuse me. Yeah, who even remembers music albums at this point? You know, MSc in pure mathematics. Damn. Hey, respect, my man. Respect. I couldn't have gotten myself to do that. I don't know in my circle anybody who can get themselves to do that. But congratulations. That alone requires a lot more. That alone requires a lot more effort. The reason I giggled was for the doxing thing. Yeah, if you feel so. Either maximum, it's gonna be me and a few more people that are gonna be watching. Of course, who are inside my circle only. So, if you feel like it, sure. Completely. So let's bring this bad boy a little bit this way. It's done enough work. So let's just save it, see what happens on Unity. Problem is I'm gonna have to bake the lighting again. I was just talking a little while ago about something called baking. I'm just gonna have to repeat that now. A little bit frustrating. What can we do here? So there are supposed to be things that are coming here. Entering and leaving. Leaving ke liye all of these different places. I'll have to change that actually. Thanks for reminding yourself. But also, how do you make that happen? No, so I'm not an. I mean, I used to be an artist. I still am inside me an artist, but not really an artist in the traditional way, right? So I'm actually running a company, and this right here is not a passion project necessarily. It's an actual project for another entity. So this in itself isn't supposed to be, because I'm not mentioning the specifics. It's completely fine as far as what I'm doing. But yeah, so as far as portfolio is concerned, I think I did have a portfolio at a point. Yeah, when I was still freelancing, when I was still, yeah, still till 2021, right? After that, they haven't been much. Where do I have this put up? Yeah, I think it should be part of my LinkedIn profile. I think at least in one of the documents it should be. But otherwise, I think this is all I've got. In 2020, 2021, I spent 100 days making 100 different pieces of art. So this was an animated video that I'd made with a musician friend. This was a promotional video that I made with a student club that I was a part of. All of this made on Blender, by the way. Blender and Premiere Pro. Yeah, I thought it was fire then. Similarly, Blender and Premiere Pro, yeah. A phone advertisement. I really liked this then. I could have done a lot more. I can do a lot more now, but with whatever I had then, potato laptop, quite literally I did this. So yeah, or be it the 100 days art, right? All 100 days. It was just sketches, but it was as time went kept going on, I kept making more 3D stuff because I wanted to skill myself up. Yep. So you'd see a lot more of that. Yeah, as well as digital art. I was leaning into that a lot more. Now that I look back, it's all funny because I've made a lot more. But yeah, I don't know guys who are making simulations on Blender. Hey, good for them. Because as a natural progression of somebody who is creative in their childhood, I mean, who is artistic and creative in their childhood, who's learned technology, I feel like wherever I am is like a nice spot. Uh, in my opinion, ideal spot, because what else are you gonna do? You're combining the depths of computer and the depths of creativity to make something, right? I mean, sure, all of these aren't anything like that, but it could be, right? So I'm just glad all of this is working. Hey nub. Coding Android. Hey, I've got trolls, man. And I see this stream. I was just talking to a few of my friends who were part of this stream a few minutes ago, a while ago. I literally did not anticipate any of this. I'm just working, and I saw the reactions. I think 15 minutes, half an hour into the stream, and then only realized that people are actually seeing this. Few people. By the time I had seen it, I think there were I think 12 or 13 people that had seen it at that point, right? And so I'm just glad that people are even seeing this. Glad, not necessarily because it's irrelevant to what I'm doing. I'm just working, as the title says. But I'm glad. I'm glad you're sticking around. I'm hoping you're doing something as well. Because that would, I believe, would be the ideal combination for what I'm doing and what I expect you to do. Yeah. So let's try and make this fully. Let's finish this off. Yeah. Let's finish this work. So it enters and it's supposed to leave through one of these stations. How do you make that? So I'll just try making this part of it. I mean, it should make sense. It can't just be random. So let's try doing this. Oh yeah, perfect, beautiful, 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 beautiful. I like that. So let's try doing that. There you go. Just this part. What should happen is it should look like a natural dropping off point of the system that of the objects that enter. Yeah, it should be the same height as the other station here. Something like that. Is it the same height? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Same height, it turns out. I was getting a lot of work done. I've reached a problem in my code, and which is why I've got installed heavily. That shouldn't be the case. Need to keep moving. But let's see. Within the next hour or so, hopefully I'm able to resolve it by myself. Kinda, something like that. So there are people that pick up these things here, and unwanted stuff leaves through this way. Yeah, unwanted stuff leaves through the multiple exit points. That's the idea. Yeah, that's exactly it. I can't even I can't even disclose it. But yeah. Hey, I've got my own troll. How lovely, man. I'm is this not I'm not gonna get myself into trouble, sorry. Um, but anyways, as I was saying, yeah, there we go. So that is that. Let's try and make something out of this. Oh, I can't. What we'll do is let's actually select all of these. Yeah, and then there's something called proportional editing. Let's try that bugger out. See if that works. Yeah, turns out it works for us. A problem there is that I'm gonna have to make sure a bigger part of it is selected. I can't just make this part work because I need this land, don't I? So I'll try doing this. Not yeah, might work. See, look at that. Look at that. Almost there. Yeah. No, so I'm glad you're checking this out, but not but in a non I didn't even know how to say this one, but in a non but go right. I've been doing this for so long that I kind of know how to do this. I'm just laying out the possible solutions in front of me, and trying to figure out how this will work, rather than not knowing how to do. I think that's where I'm at as far as my working style is concerned. Not really trying to learn at this point, at least. Kind of know what's to be done. Just trying to figure out how best to do it. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I don't want to sound arrogant. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Hey, coding Android has turned a new leaf. I assumed you were a troll, man. I'm glad you actually have other words than just emojis and words. Yeah, I'm glad. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. So this is the drop-off point that I was talking about. This is where it's gonna be. If or not it looks good is something that I'm gonna have to tweak here. Right now it looks like crap here. But yeah, the goal here is to make it look better after this. For now, it should just look okay. It should just work for me. So things enter here. Things enter through, yeah, through here, and exit through here. If you can pick, you're gonna have to stand here or here. Yeah, one of those things I'm trying to figure out. Do we still have? Yeah, great, awesome. So people stand here, pick things up, and put it on their trolleys here, and this sort of takes it out. That's the idea. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to build an identical conveyor belt, unfortunately, because it has to go to the forklift. Yeah. I can't just. I mean, I can just duplicate it, but do I really want to do that? Is a question. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Harish. Yeah, sure. I'm looking forward. I do not really. I mean, this was so accidental. This is so random, but I'm glad you stumbled upon what I'm doing, and you sort of stayed along. Yeah. Let's catch up again. I might be doing a lot more of this or few of these things. Who knows? But if I am, I hope to see you again. Yeah. Thanks for showing up. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Let's just duplicate this. Let's just duplicate and see what happens. Yeah, now that we've duplicated it, but it's in the same place, let's just size it inwards, -1. There we go. All we need to do is just repeat the same thing with the rails on top. Yeah, thanks a lot, Coding Android. See you too. Thanks a lot for showing up. You're almost making me tear up at this point, yeah? So let's save this and let's try and fix this, yeah. Hmm. How do you make this not be so shitty? Yeah, there we go. Let's delete these. And let's delete this as well. Oh, there we go. There we go. We finally did it, boys. We finally did it. Now let's try and make this sort of useful, at least, for being as bad it has been. Let's try and fix this. I think if we are just able to fix the or delete the vertices, it should be enough. You know, I have very okay. I'm just no, yeah. Now I'm just talking to myself. I hope I am just talking to myself. So I have very controversial or unpopular thoughts that would definitely get me belted on a platform like Twitter. But these are thoughts that I have, and I just things that are true in my opinion. Because see, no matter what you say, what toxic hustle culture or whatever the fuck, right? At the end of the day, the people who've made it say that's how it is. That's how you're just gonna have to do things. But those who are complaining are just those that haven't made it. So what does it say, right? So things like that, I have a lot of opinions about, but தூக்கி குப்பையில தான் போடணும். It's just a lot of nonsense at this point. A lot of malarkey, if you will. I think it's time I keep speaking and I record another one of the content pieces that I wanted to. Should I though? Mine's already too occupied. Tanmay OP in the chat, bro. Man, just making a clown out of myself at this point, yeah. Okay, let's try and make this work. What's wrong here? There is something wrong here that I'm not able to fix. Is it this? Yeah. There we go. That wasn't very hard, was enough. Why did you have to do that to yourself? It works, doesn't it? It works. Hey, look at that. Look at that unnecessary faces. We're deleting on unnecessary faces, my bros. That's what we're up to. These are not things that you focus on when you're working, when you're supposed to be working at breakneck speed, but yeah, let's just fix this. Yes, so I'm just covering all the places that do not really have any faces. Makes zero sense. I know. I know. Um, okay, who was watching this? I think there is another person besides my own laptop that's watching this. Do you like to work with music or without music? Or with people talking or without people talking? How do you work? Genuinely curious. No engagement strategy or nothing. Genuinely curious. By the way, I made a mistake if you didn't realize, so which is why I'm deleting the things that I made. Yeah, that's all we need to do. Okay, this is done. Yay. Yay, baby. That's what we're waiting for. That's what it's all about. I think what we'll do is we'll try and crop this bugger. Filters. Crop. Okay. No, what's the problem here? Oh no. Wait, hold on. What the fuck? Sorry. Excuse my oh my god. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Works. Yeah, works like a tiny Adarsh cam, yeah? Adarsh cam. That is all we need. Okay, let's deparent it. Apparently it seems to be having a parent. We do not need this to have a parent. Make with it what you will. uh, we need to clear it of its parents. So how do we do that? Yeah. And keep transform, god damn it. Clear parents and keep transform. Put it under this bugger. Yeah, there we go. So this one has this one has this. So let me try and make this yeah, beautiful. I want to say it so badly, but I also do not want to say it so badly. The yeah, that line looking like a line. I really hate it. I hate it to its core. I want the line to go commit self-unaliving, and just not be here anymore. I think people just make everything mainstream, and that is so horrible. I hate it. I hate it so much. There's nothing I hate more. Just unnecessary stuff. Nope, that's not what I wanted. As you can see, since I'm very radical like this, I do not think it's cool, right? I just have these opinions that I'm just keeping to myself, not even telling anybody, but these are just things that I have in my mind. That if you left anybody like me to be with my own thoughts would come up with. So what you gonna do? Maybe this doesn't have to be this long. Maybe if it's just smaller than this, I think it should be okay. Another feedback that I had received was for me to change something about this place itself. Where are you? Yeah, you. I don't know how Moist Critical does it. I just am not able to talk for more than some time. So it's here now. Let's bring this here. Okay, unnecessary. Really though? Hey, wait, hold on. What are you doing? I want, yeah, exactly. You know, did you hear of the story that Charlie had posted about a mom? Okay, no. See, now I'm just trying to. Nobody's listening. It's okay. The one best thing about this is nobody's here, which is fucking awesome. Okay. Railing, staircase handle. Awesomeness. Amazeballs. It should look like a massive warehouse. Does this do that? Should I increase the height a little bit more? Please work. Please work. Yeah, does this do the illusion? Does this create the illusion that it's a lot? It should look bigger, man. I'm honestly not satisfied. I'm honestly not very satisfied. Could do a little bit better. See, scale's fine. If this is your regular office, this is your entire idungiradala, fine. But it does not look like an office at all. It needs to be better. How do you make it be better? How do you give it more purpose? Why am I rolling my R's? R's. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it needs to have much more order. That's also one of the feedback that I'd received. Okay, now that the station's made, now that this has been made, let's work on the animation. Yeah. Yeah, see, I think it looks big enough. I think it looks big enough. Uh, Let me do this. Yeah, I think that's all right. Yeah, see, I think it looks big enough. I think it looks big enough. Oh, there we go. I did not realize this happened, man. Um, yeah, so I say screw it. That a few things aren't static and a few things are static. Yellow markings can honestly go disappear a little bit more. Because they literally are just for indicating stuff, so they can go. You don't have to be in the corner, by the way. Picking area, you can have a little bit more dignity here. Uh, let's look at it from the sky. So it doesn't really have to be this way. You can still be in here because you still have to go out, right? So what you can do here is I'll move all these boxes a little bit more like this, and so there's space here where the things can line up and then the objects can line up and then go into the conveyor. Excuse me, and then leave the conveyor this way. Yep. But I'm gonna have to animate all these things now, which is tricky. I think there's gonna be a lot of echo now. Who is watching Biva? Forgot to mute myself. And yes, I have resorted to listening to my own self. Okay, let's look at logic while it bakes. How long have I been working for? At this point, 3 hours. என்ன பண்ணிருக்கேன் இதெல்லாம்? Not much, man. I can do a lot better. 3 hours is too much time for too little. But that's the whole thing with Unity, right? I have been working, I've been doing things, but things still just don't get done. That's the sad part with something like game development. It consumes a lot of time. Now that I'm waiting here, let me actually get some more work done. This is fine, I'll animate the whole thing. packages getting loaded. Yeah, that's okay. Now, see, so personalized motivation or gamification of wellness or motivation is what this guy, right? Pure Biceps started working on, no? Level.ai is something. Level Up is something. Hold on. Instagram? Instagram? Let's search for Pure Biceps, no? Yeah, this guy. Hmm. Yeah, Level Supermind. Yeah, what happened to his app? Yeah, what the hell? It was the best app of 2023. Damn. I somehow do not. I'm not on board with this. I don't think that's true. I really do not. Yeah, how? Close to him. Hey, come on, man. Okay, so how do you get the app? Uh, Level Supermind, is that what the app's called? Link in the bio. Wait, let's check it out. Level Supermind. Wellness Center. What the hell? APK. Yeah, look at this. Uh, hmm. I didn't know. Hey, come on, man. I didn't know people actually used something like this. Yeah, so this is exactly it, right. They try using this for solving for laziness, but they're not able to. So this cannot work. Virtual accountability partners. Yeah, so let's try solving for laziness. I see. Yeah. So what do basically companies and startups try and do, right? One of two things. So either you innovate, bring something that's not even part of anything, and say, hey, this is something that could really help us move forward as a species, than solve for a pain point that we might be having. That's exactly what we're doing with Halaram. Or second, find a problem that we're having and drill down on it and solve for it. Yeah. So productivity is exactly that. Laziness or productivity is exactly that, which needs solving for. And nobody has been able to do it at a very large scale because different reasons for lack of productivity, and many companies feed off of you being non-productive. So how do you solve for it? Because if you do, so much market is there. Market, but not market. I mean value. Then there's not much monetary value. I feel like there's a lot of market because you're still reaching so many people. But how do you make all of them pay for you? Because if ShareChat's not able to make money, uh, how are we gonna make money? ShareChat is, I think, one of the top apps of the entire country, right? ShareChat. No, 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 no. You are not gonna pull me in. So yeah, 100 million plus downloads. These guys are not able to pull folks. These guys are not able to, pull money, and they're going in loss. How are we gonna make money, right? How is uh, something else gonna make money? Hold on, news check Panadri. It is true though, right, that they aren't able to make money. They tried so many different things. Yeah, exactly. They had to lay off 200 people, right? Because their valuation got cut because they're not able to make profits. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Am I reading this right? Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it's not able to make money, and that's why it's reducing its workforce by a lot. Right, because it was able to reach a lot of people is why it got a valuation of 5 billion, but it's been cut down by a lot. I think it's been cut down to 1.5 billion a year, right? A lot of money. So this being the case, how is anything else gonna make a lot of money? Even if it solves for a problem, you're still if you even reach 100 million people, that is gold standard as far as startup traction is concerned. But how are you going to convert all of that to profit, right? You cannot. In a country that expects free in everything, or else doesn't even, but including myself, it's not going to work. Unless there's a need, right? Unless you say this is what you're actively facing tangibly as a result of not being productive, I'll be able to help you better than you being able to help yourself. Unless that happens, not gonna work out. Or how about life coach on a subscription at a very low cost? Then I feel like the quality of service would go down by a lot. And how about personal assistant? Forget voice assistant. Personal assistant for people in their colleges, people in after colleges, for these specific use cases alone, making a virtual assistant takes your timetable in and does everything for you. See, that's one of the problems that I really faced in VIT when I was in VIT, that there was just so many things happening. I either had to sit and make a system at the beginning of the year to manage all of this, or for me at least, and a bunch of my peers, and I'm hoping a lot more as well, that is the same case, right? You get moved over by the mountain of work that you are presented with. So this being the case, I really was wishing for some sort of system that could track all of this, that could just keep notifying me about, hey, this is gonna happen, this is happening, this is gonna happen, you should do this, this is what will happen if you don't do this. Not like, hey, you'll fail in life if you lose marks, but rather say, it'll automatically say you can afford to miss these many classes, you have these many breaks, try and do this, sort of just rearranging things for you, helping you with scheduling and all those stuff, right? I really wanted to build something like that. If we could do something like that for all college kids, but also for working professionals, mucho bueno. But even then, how do you convert? How do you make all of them pay for you? Because even how about having companies and colleges pay for you? What value are you providing for them to pay for your service, right? All of those things will have to be worked out before I can move forward. But anyways, that's just another idea that I had that I'm gonna note down and discuss with my peers. So there we go. I think I've pretty much ticked off all the stuff that I wanted to do. Animation, I'm gonna sit a little later in the night and wrap off in just one go. Not gonna happen now. I'm gonna have to go dinner, have dinner. But otherwise, I think this is it. I've modeled something that I didn't know what even to do. I've done pretty significant amount of work. I fixed this entirely, and I've ideated on a few more things in my mind that I'll be writing down right after this. So this was a very productive session. I think it's time we said bye bye to each other. So that's it. See you.